Hello, hello. This is John Lee from Dashboard Dudes. I have a question for you. Have you ever been at a call center? I've been at a call center, and it's kind of crazy to see. You see all these different call reps on the phone, and some are chatting while they're also talking. They're working really, really hard. Now, what if we have this question? I want to know the average duration it takes for one of my reps to answer a call. But what if we have some parameters in place? What if we only work from 9 to 5, only Monday through Friday? What happens if we have a call before 9? What happens if we have a call after 5? What if we have a call that spans over the weekend? Do we want to count those Saturday and Sunday as days of how long it took to get a response? Probably not. So I have the solution. I've done it for many of my other clients, and let me show you how I do it. So maybe it can help you out. Okay. Now, if this is helpful, remember, I do have courses at dashboarddudes.com like this one. This is my Domo 201 series. And in 201, we go over ETLs and SQL and all this other stuff, which you're definitely going to need for this solution right now. You can get a 14-day trial. Check it out. Hopefully it helps you out. And you can cancel whenever you want. Okay, let's get back to it. Now, I have this data set here. I'm going to expand it because I want you to see it. Now, here what I say is I have example, same day, before hours, after hours, over weekend. And you can see here I have these just dates. May 1st, 9 a.m., May 1st at 7 a.m., May 1st at 6:30 p.m. military time, May 2nd at 4:30, okay? I have these end times. So let's say this is when a call starts or something like that. This is when it was resolved and was finished. We have 9:35 on May 1st, 9:36 again on May 1st, 9:37 on May 2nd, and 9:38 on May 5th. Okay, now mise en place, like we're cooking, what we want to do is we want to kind of have everything ready to go so we can get all the way to the end here where you could see we have these numbers showing, okay? So the first thing that I have in here, I'm going to open this and analyze so you can see, is I start to do this. Give me the date difference. And I want to explain what these date difference is and how it's different from time difference. So a date difference right here is just this formula, date diff, where you put your latest one first and then the earliest one at the second half. Okay. So it's saying, hey, give me the day difference between the date time end and the date time start. So in this example right here, date time end was 9:35 and the daytime start 9 o'clock. Oh, it took us 0 days. That's all that means. Number of days. Cool. And you can see here for this one, for May 2nd to May 1st, it took us 1 day. Okay, great. May 5th through May 2nd took us 3 days. Okay, that's all that is. Just number of days. Cool. Let's go to time diff. If I go to time diff right here, give me the time difference between a timestamp of when something was resolved and when it started. Okay, or when it ended and when it started. And here we see this format. And if you look right here, time diff is ABC and it's blue. Why? Because this is a text. The semicolons and the zeros and everything make it a text. So this is saying, hey, it took us 35 minutes. It took us 2 hours and 36 minutes, 15 hours and 7 minutes, 17 hours and 8 minutes. Is that what we want? Not really sure, but it gets us something. So the next part, time to sec, time underscore to underscore sec. All I did is I wrapped that whole thing we just did in there. And what it does is it converts that time like that to seconds, 2,100 seconds, whatever. Cool. Okay, so we're kind of getting there. We have a number of days, a number of seconds that it took us to respond. Okay, kind of better. This next thing, all I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, I don't really care. I don't really need to know how many seconds it took somebody to answer something. Let's put it into minutes. So all I'm doing is I'm taking this now and I'm saying, take that whole thing again, divided by 60, right? 60 seconds in a minute. Boom. And there we go. Now it took us 35 minutes, 156 minutes. And there we go. So this whole process right now is called nesting. We're nesting formulas within each other. It's kind of like Russian dolls. When you pick one up, there's another one in there. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We're nesting formulas to get it. Okay, kind of helpful, but we're still not at our answer, right? Let's get moving into some other pieces. So right now, date start. What I wrote here is I said, hey, I just want the date. I don't want the timestamp. Just give me the date of that thing. Cool. And now you can see the timestamp of 9, 7, whatever, ripped off. Boom. So I have the regular date for both start and end. Now, this day name right here is just me doing this. Give me the capitalized version. That you don't have to do that. I like doing that. Of the day name of whatever that date is. Okay. It's totally okay if it has the timestamp and it doesn't matter. It's just giving you the day name. And this right now, this whole section is just checking. So this first section was me just showing you what the tools you have in play are. This is just double checking some stuff. This is saying, May 1st is a Thursday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, okay. Thursday, Friday, a Monday. Oh, okay. That's all that is. Okay. Just so I can see what's going on. Now we have date hour. Let's take a look at what this is. So while day name tells you the name of the day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hour tells you what hour did the thing happen. Okay, it rounds everything to that hour. So it's saying, yep, that happened on the 9th hour, the 17th, the 7th hour, the 18th hour, the 16th hour. Okay, it could be even 16:59, right? 16 hour, the 16th hour, 59 minutes, doesn't matter. If the hour is the 16th. Okay, cool. Same thing for the end. Great. Now we have this part in here, which is date start opening hour, date start closing hour. So here is what I'm doing. I'm saying add something to it. Now, based on that date start thing that we just made, right? I'm saying add 9 hours to it because we're going 9 to 5. So this is just saying, this is assuming a midnight right here. That date start. That date start was we just did like May 1st. No timestamp to it. Add 9 hours. Oh, that's when we open our doors. Okay, great. The date end, what I'm doing here, our closing time, go add 17 hours because that's 5 p.m. Okay, hopefully you're following. So now we kind of have everything in place. We're saying, hey, give me the original start time, find me the number of days, the number of seconds it took, number of minutes, strip out the timestamp, make it an actual day, tell me the day names, the hours, whatever. Now I have my hours, my opening hour and my closing hour. Okay, let's get to the real work now. Let's find your duration. So if I go here, I wrote these out here, and I'll put this in the comments on this video. But check this out. What I have is I said, okay, great. Hey, case when, that's what I'm doing, case when statements. And if you're like, what is he talking about, case when? That's what that Domo 2.1 is going to really help you out with that SQL stuff. A case when is like an if statement in Excel. And here, this is just commenting out. It's just so I can label what we do. So the first one, I'm saying, hey, when the start date equals the end date. Cool. And the day name is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday within our operating hours. And the time that we got the call or whatever is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Remember, we're not taking a call at 5. We close our doors at 5. That's what this assumption is. When that start hours in that time and when that end hours in that reasonable day time frame, then go do that time to sec thing. Find me the number of seconds for the time difference between when it ended and when it started. Okay. Now I'm taking this whole thing, I'm dividing it by 60. But if I go back, boom, that took us 35 minutes. Oh, okay. Just like that one, right? 9 a.m. to 9:35, 35 minutes. Okay. What happens if somebody called us before our hours open, our doors open? This person calls it at 7 a.m. Okay, but we don't start till 9. So in this original version right here, it's saying, hey, this took us 2 hours and 36 minutes. Well, that's not really true because we don't pick up calls at 7. We pick up calls at 9. So what I have to do here is I need to use this stuff. So let's go into our second example. Same workday, but before hours. If it's the same workday and the days again are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, great. But if my hour that I started, remember that hour that we took, if it's before 9, then I want you to do something different. I want you to find me the time difference again before when the call ended, but that 9 a.m. thing. Okay. So that's saying if somebody called at 7, I don't care. We're going to answer it. We're going to consider it starting at 9 a.m. Cool. Now I can find the time difference from that one. So now this is correctly saying it only took us 36 minutes. It didn't take us 2 hours and 36 minutes, just 36 minutes. Okay. Now, what if we have this one right here? This call came in at 6:30. Well, our doors have already been closed. We close at 5. What do we do then? I want to say go count it for the next day at 9 a.m. Cool. And that's why I'm having it say 37 because this is saying even though they called us on May 1st, we're going to answer it on May 2nd at 9 a.m. because it was after hours. So how did I do that? Well, I go right here and I say, hey, when the date and the time are 1 apart. This is on the same day, but if we're off by a day, cool. And the days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Friday. We'll talk about Friday in a minute. And if the time that they gave us a call is after the hour starting with a 4, because it could be 5 p.m. on the dot. I don't care. it's after 5, we're not taking that. So if it's within that range, then I want you to do this. Go find me the time difference again between my end date that I got the call, and right now we're saying, oh, right. And on that next day, 9 a.m. Cool. So let me show you what that means. Just follow me along. So this happened at 6:30 on May 1st. What I'm saying is go get me 9 a.m. on May 2nd, and now find me the time difference because it's off by 1 day. That's what this is. So if you look back here, I'm saying right here, take the date, add 9, but off of the date end, not the date start. Cool? Okay. That's that one. All right. Now the bigger one. What happens if somebody called us at 4:30 p.m., but we did not respond till Monday? They called us on a Friday. We didn't respond until Monday at 9:38. Well, we don't want to count this as saying it took us 2 days to answer somebody. Nobody's working. That would be unfair. So we're going to do this trick. Remember how in the previous step I said we're not looking at Fridays? Now we are. So I'm saying, hey, if that time difference is more than a day, and if the day started on a Friday and the end date starts, we answered it. If the call starts on a Friday, but we answered it on a Monday, and if that time again is within that 4-hour range thing, then do this thing. So we're saying this. Find me the time difference between the closing date, right, and when the call happened. So if I go back right here, that's saying that took us 30 minutes because it was 4:30, right? So we're saying the closing time right here at 5, 4:30 to 5. Cool. So 30 minutes. And add to that something. Add to that the next day that we have, the day ending, same trick up here. We answered on a Monday. So the time that we finished the call and 9 a.m. of when we opened our doors, because that's what this 9 a.m. thing is here. Cool. And add that together. So that's saying, hey, we got the call at 4:30. It took us 30 minutes that we didn't answer it because we closed our doors at 5. But then the next day, we go 9 to 9:38, 38 minutes. So 30 plus 38, 68. Cool. I know, a little bit of a doozy, but hopefully this helps you understand. You kind of just need to break pieces down into problems down into smaller pieces, add them back up. You should have it. Hey, if that was helpful, remember, you can try out my Domo 201 course. You can get all the courses for free for 14 days to give it a shot, and you can cancel whenever you want. And included with the Dashboard Dudes membership, it's $97 a month right after that, but you also get 30 minutes with me every single month. So if you have a question on something like this, I can maybe help you solve it really, really quickly and get you moving on your way. Okay, anyway, hope that helped, and I'll see you later. Bye.